Connor, just can you give me your sense of kind of where the group is at?
Once again, my teammates come up short.
Phil, you look like you had so much fun saying that. And it's so true. Because and he would never say it, but that's what he has to say. Because everybody, welcome back to Honest Press Conferences, where we are saying what the athletes would really want to say. And we've got to welcome a guy to the New York area first. And it is Bo Horvat being represented by our Mr. Anthony Laraco.
Yeah, so as everyone knows, I was traded on Monday evening to the New York Islanders. It was a shock around the league. Me, not so much. You know, I kind of knew that I'd played my last game with Vancouver. As you know, we couldn't come to terms on a contract. As I said in my media shortly after, I did expect to be a Canuck my whole career, but you know, it's business, and sometimes these things work out the way they do for a reason. And you know, I also too, I'm not going to lie, I was a little disappointed about how the organization, you know, really kind of threw Bruce Boudreau out and left him out to dry. I didn't agree with that. Bruce was a great guy, and like I said, it's been a mess there all year in Vancouver, and you know, I'll miss it. Grew up there, but I'm finally glad I'm out of Vancouver. I'm looking forward to a fresh start, and you know, I'm playing for a team over on Long Island where, you know, their GM and president hates the person that I'm doing this interview with right now. You know, so I heard a lot about him. I heard, you know, he really likes to push loose buttons, and so he better be careful with what the kind of questions he asks me, because I'll report to Lou and say that this guy's totally out of line, and I'll just have to, you know, make one phone call, and you know, I'll have Lou send his guys over to his house and knock on his door. So, but I'm happy. I'm happy to be a New York Islander. I know Pierre LeBrun kind of let the cat out of the bag earlier when, you know, he kind of said that the Islanders were on a list of teams that I would have interest in this offseason. So, you know, I know that surprised some people, but I'm looking forward to getting started here. And, you know, for all the people asking about, like, yeah, I got to wear an Islander jersey and play for the Pacific Division at the All-Star game this weekend. It's a little weird, but, you know, I'm going to have some fun with it, you know, try to get in Soroki's kitchen. I've talked to him a little bit already and already started chirping him. But yeah, I'll start to take some questions, and you know, the guy whoever Marc is, just be careful, because again, you know, my GM's watching you.
Well, I will ask you this question, and I'm gonna do the courtesy of David Wood right here. It was Bo, what are your thoughts on JT Miller making $8 million and then they didn't re-sign you, the team captain?
I mean, it's a little bit of a joke, right? You know, I'm the captain, and you know, they give him that deal and they won't give it to me. You know, you're talking about a guy who's not really a team player. You know, he's yelling at our goalie to get out of the net on a delayed penalty call, and you know, smashing his stick on the side of the net to get his attention, and you know, kind of, you know, he's not really a great teammate, and you know, it is what it is, though. You know, they decided to go in a different direction, and you know, again, now I'm out of there. I'm a New York Islander. And so I'm really happy about it. But Marc, if you ask me about any of my previous teammates again, it's not going to go over well. Even though I don't agree with JT Miller still. Don't ask me about my former teammates. I know what you're trying to do, trying to goad me into giving a, you know, inflammatory answer, which I kind of just did. But so I see what you did there. But you just dug yourself a grave again. Lou's watching, and he's not going to be happy with your antics.
Yeah, I could already see him kind of just, oh no, there he is. He's right there. Mr. Fulkowski.
So, Bo, you came out after the trade was made, and you said that you thought you were going to be a Canuck for life, and now you're turning around and saying that the trade didn't surprise you. So, what actually is the story here? Like, how did this all come about then, if you originally thought you were going to be a Canuck for life?
Finally, a good question. Not like this other clown over here. So, I mean, basically, yeah, I did think I was going to be a Canuck my whole career. And, that would have been my intention. But unfortunately, the Canucks didn't really meet my demands. Like I just mentioned with JT Miller, they gave him that contract, but yet dragged their feet with giving me the same contract. So as much as I did want to be there, guy, you have to look out for yourself and your family. And once they determined they weren't going to go to that level, I quickly realized, okay, well, they definitely don't value me wanting to stay there. So why should I be so loyal? And then it came to a point where, as much as I did want to be there, again, as I just said, I had to look out for myself. And I said, all right, well, clearly we're not going to get something done here. And I guess we're just going to have to move forward, as much as that disappoints me. So did catch me off guard. Didn't really, I shouldn't say that. It caught me off guard in the sense that I didn't think it was going to happen as quickly as it did. There's a month, the trade deadline. I thought they were going to maybe drag their feet a little bit, try to get a little bit more. But, I guess they got an offer that they really liked for the Islanders. And again, it's a team I did have some interest in. So I'm happy it got done. And I'm looking forward to getting started and playing with, Barzal. Hopefully we can, make great chemistry together and also make Mark Williams, cringe every time he put the puck in the net. So I really don't like that guy. It always goes back to him.
That's just Lou. That's just Lou talking to you.
He rubs my GM the wrong way, and I'm already very loyal to Lou.
So, one more question for you. Where were you when you found out that the trade happened?
I was at Disneyland. I was at Disneyland with the family on vacation. I got the call. I was doing a meet and greet with Goofy, which is similar to Marc. Actually, they got similar name there. But yeah, I got the call there, and I was shocked. I was surprised, and listen, I hear Long Island's got the best egg sandwiches, pizzas, and bagels. So I'm really excited to come over and divulge in those foods. Western Canada, it's not nearly as good. I'm just going to take this question just because it means a lot to me. I don't know if people know it, but I wore 53 in Vancouver because I had a friend of mine that I played with. He was a goalie. He kind of tragically passed. So normally a player can't wear 35. That's a goalie number. So I just flipped it around, and I've worn that my whole career. Casey Cizikas, he's wore it well here in his career. He's a veteran. So I didn't expect for him to give up, nor did I want to. That wouldn't have been right. So I just took, I took 14. Lou has his weird things with high jersey numbers. So I just took the good old 1-4. That's the story behind that.
Well, Bo, thank you very much for joining us. And of course, you can get the Islander sandwich that's served on a blue and orange bagel that's right at UBS Arena.
Yeah, I look forward to trying that. And hopefully I don't see you at UBS because, again, Lou does not like when you enter the building, just letting you know.
Well, as long as he doesn't have the facial recognition software like Jim Dolan has. All right. Thank you very much for joining us, because we also have a second person that is joining us. We've been trying to get him on the show for a while. He's kind of been dodging us. He won't return my phone calls. But fortunately, we have Mr. John Falkowski as Connor Bedard.
I'm the number 1 overall pick. Where am I going now? Kind of bored with junior hockey. Not much for me to do there. I put on a show at the World Juniors. I do my thing, get my nice contract. Where am I going? Is it going to be Arizona? Am I playing in front of 5,000 people? Am I going to Seattle? That's probably not going to happen now, but that was my original thought. Or am I going to be playing in Montreal because their general manager was stupid enough to trade a first-round pick for a depth defenseman last year? I don't know. But we'll see where I end up going. I just want to get to the NHL, make that bag, dangle a few goalies, shoot some pucks, and just live life, get myself a nice house, nice car, be the man, and then maybe challenge McJesus for the scoring title. So, what's on the docket here with question-wise?
Connor, everybody wants to say that there's certain cities that they want to play in. Are there any cities that you absolutely are dreading are going to get that first overall pick?
I mean, I think I just talked about one of them. I mean, am I going to play in front of 5,000 people in an arena that's named after a bad hairstyle? I mean, what is this garbage? What is Gary Bettman doing? What are the Coyotes doing? I mean, I'm sure the fans are all nice there, and the weather's probably really cool in the wintertime. I mean, I guess you're close enough to Vegas, so you can always just go hang out in Vegas in the off seasons or when I have some free time. But yeah, maybe I'm gonna go there. Would I want to go to Chicago where the crime rate and the winds suck? So I don't know if I'd want to do that, especially with everything that happened with that team. Why would I want to be besmirched with that dirt? I don't know. What other cities would there be that would be interested in my services that would be bad enough to get me? Let's see. Who else is at the bottom of the barrel in the standings?
Well, you got Columbus. You want to go play with Johnny Gaudreau?
What the hell is there to do in Columbus? Didn't the Athletic put out like an article like a couple of years back that said that players didn't like playing for them because their management was too rigid or something like that, and then other players said that there was nothing to do there? I mean, I'll go to Anaheim. Anaheim sounds fun.
All right, well, there you go.
I don't know if I'd want to play with that moron coach though in San Jose. Keep me the hell away from that dude. I think that dude would try to turn me into a checking forward.
All right, Anthony.
Connor, I know there's the possibility that Patrick Kane decides that he does not want to go anywhere and maybe see out his career in Chicago. How excited would you be if that situation plays out? Blackhawks win the lottery and you get to start your career playing with Patrick Kane, one of the best American players there is of all time.
Would I have to drag him around by his arthroscopically replaced hip? Because isn't that the injury that he has to deal with? Supposedly, it's his hip.
Yes.
I mean, is he going to turn to dust if he gets like hit or something? Because he's pretty old, man. Tumbleweeds everywhere. Yeah, this isn't the Wild Wild West, buddy. Whoever's playing with the graphics, get on top of things. You're slacking over there. Cheesy ass graphics during my freaking post conference. What are these people doing for me?
All right,
with you,
Connor. Thanks very much for joining us, and look forward to the next time.
Yeah, the next time I probably shoot a puck through your car window.
Please like and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of great hockey content and an entertaining interactive podcast. So check us out and our library of videos.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.